Hello Stampers, welcome to Make a Card Monday. Today we are going to be making this fun card with the little penguins as the light bulb, and this one's featuring the Making Everyday Bright stamp set. Now this is also the stamp set that I am featuring in my online class this month, so you'll have to pop over and I'll put a link on here in the comments to the information about my online class. But I did just want to show you another card that you could make using the stamp set from the online class. So are you ready to get started? Let's do it. So you're going to start off with a piece of balmy blue cardstock that measures 8.5 by 5.5. You're just going to take it and fold it in half. Be sure and use a bone folder along the fold, because that just helps make it nice and crisp. Okay, then we're going to set that aside. We also have a piece of basic black cardstock that measures 3.25 by 3.25. Okay, then we have a piece of white cardstock that measures 3. Okay, this was 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Sorry about that. And this is 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so we're going to start off with that and a scrap piece of Whisper White. And from the Making Everyday Bright stamp set, we're going to start off with, actually we're going to start off with this one here that looks like the string for the Christmas lights. Okay, so I have it on my block. We're going to stamp it in the Memento Black. We're going to stamp it on our 3.5 by 3.5 square of paper. And I just want it, move it up here so you can see it. I don't want it quite all the way to the bottom, okay, but more on the bottom half. How's that? Just like that, okay? Oops, move that out. So, okay, now on our scrap piece of paper with the also the basic black, we're going to be stamping the penguin stamp, this one right here. So we're going to ink it up, and I'm going to tell you to stamp it with the penguin hat up top, because that's going to coordinate with our punch. Okay, so you're just going to ink it up and stamp that 2 times. Okay, then we're going to take balmy blue, because that coordinates with our cardstock, and we're going to ink up this stamp that is the bulb with the little snowflake in it. Okay, we're going to ink that up and stamp that twice also. Okay, just like that. Now, the other thing I want to do, you'll see on my card, my little penguin hats are also blue. And there is a stamp in the set, this little piece right here, that actually coordinates with the penguin hat. So we're going to ink it up in our balmy blue. And you're just going to, it's very easy with it being photopolymer, to lay it over the top, get it lined all up, and then just a quick way to color in your hat. Okay, so now we're done with the blue stamp pad. Now we're going to take our bulb punch, okay, that is in the holiday catalog, and we are going to punch out the 4 bulbs that we just stamped. I think those little penguin guys are so cute. Okay, so just like that. Okay, now we need, pull this in so you can see it, we need the little socket things. Okay, so I'm just going to use some silver glimmer paper. Again, I'm going to use the bulb punch, and I'm going to try to get these out of every little scrap space that I can find on here. Okay, so we got 1 punch there. I think I can get 1 punched out of this little scrap piece. I'm going to come over here, do 1 there, and let's go turn this way and do 1 right there. So there's our 4 that we need out of that. I am also going to, out of my silver glimmer paper, I am going to use the gingerbread punch. And I want to use this little heart right here because I want my penguin guys to be holding hearts. So I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to try to squish it in and get as many hearts as I can. Well, I only need 2 out of scraps. Okay, so I did that. So we're done with that punch too. All right, now I'm going to use my Tombow glue. And I'm going to glue the little sockets on the bottom of all 4 of the bulbs that I punched out. Lay on there. There we go. Oops, he's not straight. That's why I like the liquid glue, because it's very easy to turn it and manipulate it to get it just how you want it. Liquid glue there. And a little bit of liquid glue on here. Okay, so we're going to set those aside for just a second. I am, however, going to use my 2 hearts that I punched out, and I'm just going to put a dot of glue, liquid glue, right in the middle of his 2 little flippers, fins, whatever you want to call those on a penguin. I'm going to glue down my little silver hearts like that. All right, so now I want to set these aside so they dry real good before I start turning them over and stuff. And I'm going to go back to this piece, and I want to stamp my sentiment down here at the bottom. So the coordinating stamp set with the Making Everyday Bright is the Making Christmas Bright, okay, that has the same bulbs that coordinate with the punch, but I'm going to use this little verse right here, Friends Make the Season Shine. I'm going to ink that up in my Memento ink, and I just want to stamp that on the bottom here, right underneath the string. Okay, so just like that. Okay, now I am done with the black. So now I want to get some mini dimensionals. And I'm going to, here's some right here, because these little mini ones are the perfect size for these bulbs. So I'm just going to turn them over, put 1 dimensional on the back, take off the back, and then I'm going to layer the bulbs right on here. Okay, do it with the second one. Put a penguin in the middle. Do the other penguin in the middle. And do the snowflake on the end. Just like that. Okay, now you'll see on my sample, you kind of have this around the top of my penguins that makes it look like it's a bulb and that it's on. Okay, so we're going to do that even after we have already adhered these on with dimensionals, because you're going to see when we do this. Okay, so this is the stamp right here. We're going to ink it up, and it is such that it will fit right over the top of the bulb that's there. Okay, so we just ink it up, just kind of lay it and center it over the top and do it just like that, and then it comes out perfect. All right, so now we're almost done. I'm going to take this piece, put some adhesive, some snail on the back. I'm going to adhere it down to my black piece of cardstock. Then I'm going to take this piece, put snail on the back of it. We're going to put it right on top like this. And there you go. There is your fun Christmas card using the penguins from the super cute Making Everyday Bright stamp set. Now, if you've enjoyed this, I'd really love for you to share this with your friends, because that helps my ratings and stuff for you to do that. And if you would like to place an order, don't forget to hop over to my website at www.dinalstamps.stampinup.net. And remember that through the end of September, I'm doing an ordering special. So if you have questions, let me know. Thanks for stopping by.